Hey, what's up guys? Spencer Rhodes here, and this is my video on why I believe the character Gregory from The Walking Dead will be dying in this first half of Season 9 of The Walking Dead. The premiere is a couple of days away, and I am doing a death predictions video before then, but I wanted to do a separate video about Gregory because I really thought that this topic was worth covering, and that character and his death really needed to get its own video for me to just explain my thoughts on everything and why I believe that this is what's going to happen. Now, I believe that he will die very similarly to the way he died in the comics. And what happens in the comics, for those of you that don't know, it's been a while since I've read that part, but he poisons her and she almost dies, and Jesus helps her, and Maggie and Jesus talk about what to do with Gregory, and Maggie wants him dead, and I think Jesus actually agrees with her, because Maggie and Jesus' relationship is similar to what it is in the show. Jesus is really Maggie's right-hand man. Some people say that Jesus is Rick's right-hand man, but he's not. I mean, sure, they work together, but really, Jesus is Maggie's right-hand man. And I think Jesus actually encourages Maggie to kill him, because if he gets locked up again, then he can still pose a threat to her, because there are people at the hilltop in the community that are sympathetic to Gregory. And it's not like Negan. You know, Gregory still has the loyalty of some people. He can still manipulate some people into doing things for him. So even if he is locked up, it doesn't matter. He could still cause problems. He could still have someone like Maggie possibly even killed. Because that's part of Gregory's character. He's a manipulator. But in the show, they've been foreshadowing this. They've been foreshadowing that Gregory is going to try to kill Maggie. They've been doing it ever since Season 7. In one of the last episodes of Season 7, Gregory is holding a knife and is looking at Maggie, and it's like he's contemplating killing her, and he decides not to. And then in Season 8, his story is pretty similar to how it is in the comics. He goes to the sanctuary, and he stands beside Negan and announces that the Hilltop need to stop fighting and go home, or they will be banned from the Hilltop. And it doesn't really work, and he gets shoved off the balcony or whatever. And then he runs back to Hilltop. But I do believe that in the first half of Season 9, because we're getting to that point in the comics, right after All Out War, during A New Beginning, Gregory is one of the first deaths. He dies before the heads on spikes. I think he dies before we even learn much about the Whisperers. He's one of the first deaths after All Out War ended. So I think in the show it'll be the same thing. He'll be one of the first deaths after Season 8, which was all Out War. And the trailer shows Maggie and Gregory struggling, and Gregory's trying to kill Maggie with a knife. So again, with the knife, Gregory's trying to kill her. And yeah, I think he will die. He will die in the first half, because the trailer, having that scene, the trailer's usually always the first few episodes, and that's it. Maybe the first 8 episodes, because they haven't even filmed the rest of it by the time they do the trailer. So that scene between Gregory and Maggie where they're struggling and Gregory's trying to kill her, that has to be from one of the first episodes, at least the first half, probably sooner. So if they're already at that point, yeah, I think Gregory will die in the first half, if not one of the first 4 or 5 episodes of the season. And it could play out exactly the way it did in the comics. I don't know if he's going to poison her. I don't know if he's going to manipulate other people. I'm not sure exactly what his intentions are. Maybe he's trying to retake control of Hilltop, or Maggie wants to do something that he disagrees with, because he's always disagreeing with her and everything. But I do believe that Gregory will attempt to kill Maggie, and Maggie and Jesus will talk about what to do, and Maggie could end up having him hanged exactly like it happens in the comics. Because like I said, I think they're getting to that point, that they're reaching right up to that point. Gregory dies before the heads on spikes and everything, so it really wouldn't surprise me if all this unfolds in the first few episodes, because I mean, once the Whisperers get released, once they get introduced, and Alpha and Beta and Lydia get introduced, yeah, it's, you know, there's going to be the heads on spikes, there's going to be characters getting killed, but I think in the first few episodes of the season, there will be some peace. There might not be a lot of major deaths. I mean, we know that the Sanctuary and Alexandria have some bad blood, and they haven't completely moved on from the history. So there might be a couple of deaths there, but since it's The Walking Dead, you can't have half a season with no deaths. You can't have, you know, 4 or 5 episodes without any recurring characters getting killed. So I think Gregory is he's next in line, so to speak. I think he will die soon, and he will die exactly like the comics, close to how it is in the comics. Now, in the comics, Gregory, and I don't think he tries to kill her with a knife or anything, so it might be slightly different, but that's how it always is between the show and the comics. But I do believe that Gregory will try to kill Maggie. He will fail, and Maggie will have Gregory hanged. Now, since Lauren Cohan is leaving for an uncertain amount of time, an unspecified amount of time, they could have Gregory succeed and kill Maggie. But I doubt that'll happen because they've already said that Maggie will be open-ended, and I'm starting to think that'll have something to do with the helicopter. Maybe she gets captured by the helicopter. So I don't think Gregory will succeed in killing Maggie. I do think that it'll be close to what happens in the comics. He'll try to kill her, he'll fail, she'll have him hanged. Anyway, guys, those are just my theories. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. We are currently at 151 subscribers. I would love to try to get to 200 in the next few weeks, so please, if you could, hit that subscribe button and help support this community. Every subscriber counts. Every view counts. So share this with your friends, family, anyone that you think would be interested in this content. Anyway, with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.